All right, welcome to the Patriot News High School Football Roundtable for Week 10 here on PennLive.com. John Tuscano along with Eric Epler. Where's A this week?
Aisha's in Acapulco, I believe.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, getting a tan down there.
And in search of the bell. Where's the bell, by the way?
The bell is gone. Somebody stole the bell.
There's a thief among us.
Don't know what happened.
We're going to find out who it is. But anyway, 4 hot-button issues. Regular season in the books.
Done. Regular season's done.
Time for the second season, the big season. It's time for the playoffs, and let's get to it. The District 3 power ratings officially released.
Mm-hmm.
Did they work out? Do you like the matchups?
Yeah, I think they did work out. I think the biggest component was that strength of schedule, which was lacking in the old formula. You look at the Quad A just specifically, and you have two sort of 8-2 teams there in Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg in that 3-4 that are ranked ahead of a 9-1 Daniel Boone. So that says strength of schedule was a little stronger. You see an example of that too in the later seeds like 14, 15, 16 AAA. So I think to add that component was good. It worked out.
I do too. And I look at the Quad A bracket. I think the Quad A bracket might be a little bottom heavy. But again, I don't know if you had done it the way you did it last year, if the same thing doesn't play out. Maybe it tweaks a little bit, but I think for the most part, you know, I really can't. I look at AAA, I look at AA, and I think for the most part they got it right.
Yeah, I think so too. Second question, we're going to look at the Cougars, assuming Jalen Fitzpatrick is out. We'll know Jalen's status tonight when we talk to Coach John. Assuming he's out, how far can this Cougars team go?
I'm going to say the District 3 Quad A semifinals. Semifinals. Okay. Potentially the final, but I'm going to say the semifinals. He just means so much to that offense.
He does.
What does he have? 3,000 some yards of offense.
A lot.
And taking him out of the equation, their defense is still really good, but if you take him out of the equation, they go from, you know, with him in the lineup, obviously a chance to win the district title. Yeah. I say they get to the semis.
I agree. I think at least the semifinals. I think they're pitted for a Dallastown matchup in the semifinals, and I think that they maybe even possibly make the finals. That defense is that good.
All right, question number 3: potential first-round upsets in the District 3 playoffs. What's one that you were looking at?
I think you have to look at Hershey-Shippensburg. I think that's one game where Hershey did kind of a hard-nosed, gritty defense. They've given up some yards here and there, but I think if they can sort of clamp down on Tade Statham, the Shippensburg running back, I think it forces that Marshall Whitmer to kind of throw the ball more, and I think Hershey's been really good on takeaways.
Right,
so
definitely.
I think they're vulnerable if that happens. So I think you have to look at that game as a tight one.
I'm going to go down into the single A bracket. Friday night, Columbia visits Steel High. Now, Columbia comes in only with a 4-6 record, so they're not going to knock your socks off, but they've come in on a little bit of a roll. They've won the last 2 games, albeit against Pequay Valley and Donegal. Mm-hmm. Steel High has a lot of issues defensively right now,
a lot of issues.
As you saw last week.
Yep.
Columbia can throw the ball a little bit. They got a really nice quarterback. He's got 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So I'm going to potentially, Columbia could go into Steel High, Cottage Hill on Friday night and knock off the Rollers.
Yeah, I agree. Last thing for the round table, Johnny, of our 4 number ones.
Yes.
State rankings, 4 number ones. Who has the toughest road to Hershey?
I'm going to say Ridley and Quad A. There's some tough teams in District 1 just to get out of the District 1 bracket. You've got a couple of teams that we've had ranked in the top 10. So even if they get out of that, which isn't going to be easy, they would have a date with LaSalle, who, by the way, is the defending state champion in Quad A, looming in the semifinals. So I think it's going to be tough for number 1 really to get to Hershey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Allentown Central Catholic, our AAA number 1 right now. Just to get out of that 2-11 mess is a little bit dicey with Abington Heights lurking there. And then you're looking at maybe going through Clearfield or maybe going through Johnstown, who's 9-1 and playing very well. And then I think in the semifinals, you're probably going to match up with Archbishop Wood, who a lot of people believe are the number 1 team. So I think that's really, really dicey for the Vikings.
I think you'd be a tough road to get through.
I would be a tough road to get through.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
A lot of choppy waters there. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week. Remember, catch Andy and Eric every Wednesday from 5 to 7 with High School Sports Center on ESPN Radio 1400 and ESPNRadio1400.com. That'll do it for now.